like HUGEL say, it's like every day is a lottery ticket for free. Why you don't use it?
To think of wearing two hats that involve a lot of simultaneous, same time pressures, how are you? Where's your capacity and your bandwidth to handle all of this? How are you doing it?
Don't compare you to other DJs. Do your stuff, post your stuff. Okay?
What's up, my friends? Brodienero here. Welcome back to Brodienero TV, exclusively on YouTube for now. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. I want to have a good conversation, of course, but also make some sort of mini masterclass, let's call it. So I'm here with my friend, Ludovic Genco. How are you, bro?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, amazing, bro. So happy we get to do this. We've been talking about it for most of the year now.
Yeah.
You're on the road a lot, but you're here back in Bali for a few days.
Yes.
So we'll have a nice conversation. So Ludovic is, I guess you could say, the head of content and media strategy for HUGEL,
Media content manager, what we call.
media content manager. Nice, great, great. And today, as you all know, we have a lot of DJs and producers that follow and watch the channel. So we want to teach everyone watching how to 10x your DJ producer career via content and media strategy. And I can't think of anybody else that could better help do
For sure.
this. So, bro, if we could start talking a bit about, I guess, to give a little bit of context to what you do for HUGEL, but maybe go back a little bit and talk about how you started in the content game, let's
Mhm.
say, maybe specifically the point where it was a hobby and you realized that it had the potential to be a professional career and your decision to go right into it.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm a photographer since I was 17. I started working in a club, nightclub, like in my city in Marseille when I was 17. At the beginning, it was just a hobby, like you say. So I saw some picture on the internet. I was like, just want to do the same. And I talked to a boss of a club of my city, and asked them like if I can go inside the club with my little camera. At the beginning, it was just the camera of my father. Like the cheap one, like back in the time. It was 20 years ago. Okay. So I start like this, and I enter in an organization like French organization. We at back at the time is no Facebook, no Instagram, like nothing, just internet. Okay,
Yeah.
and they find a solution like to do pictures for the client of the club, and they distribute all the picture on the website. So the deal with the club was like they let us enter in the club for free. We was making picture for free because it was not paid at back in
Right.
the time, and we give them like all the picture, and they put all the picture on the website. And after, all the client go on the website to check all the pictures they have from the party, because back at the time, no Facebook, no Instagram, like no promotion about that. It
Yeah.
was totally new. So it was like this when I start, and in the organization I grow, and I became like the boss of the part of the south part of the France.
Okay.
Okay, so I was like something like 22, and working with me, I had like something like 30 photographer working
Whoa.
like in every club about south of France, and I grow like this, and some people want us like to do like some special show with special DJ. So back all the time, I don't know, like Bob Sinclair, for example, was coming in the club in close from Marseille, and I was going in the club making picture. But sometimes the boss of the club wants someone specific of the team because he was the best photographer or the best videographer, and we switch the activity like this for free, and they start to pay us because we ask them, you want us? So if you want us, you have to pay us, because me, maybe I want to go in another club tonight.
Hmm.
So if you want me, I come for sure, but give me a little fee. So we start like this.
Wow.
So it was like back in the time.
Yeah, for sure. So fast forward, man. Just following you on Instagram, you can see how aggressive the touring schedule is. I can only imagine how exhausting the level of commitment and the workload is. Could you give us a little insight of what day to day looks like being the head of content and media strategy for arguably one of the biggest
For sure, for
electronic
sure.
music artists right now?
So, like like you see the schedule, it's not like one show a week or two show a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's two show a day. Okay. And you have to know, like now, the most of the content we create on Instagram and for the social network is like kind of multicam. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have like a lot of camera recording at the same time. Okay. So most of the time, what we do is like we arrive like 1 hour before the show to set up all the camera, to have the good sound, to plug everything inside the mixer and everything, trying if the sound is good. Okay. And after when the show starts, we start recording. Okay. So I'm not alone right now. We are two in the team. Okay.
Okay.
Most of the time. And if we want drone shots, it's like a drone pilot on the side too. Okay.
Yeah.
And we shoot the show. And at the end of the show, we go back to the hotel. We put everything on the computer. And after we have like an editor working with for us. So when I go to the bed at 6 or 7, the editor woke up at 8 and work on the content. And like this at 12,
Yeah.
everything is already edit,
Yeah.
and we can deliver it like really quick to HUGEL.
Yeah.
Like this, you can post it at night or maybe on the day after.
Yeah.
So that's the process right now.
Wow. Wow.
But now we are a big team, so like you have to know, like when we do like 4 or 5 shows a week, if I have to spend like 3 or 4 hours every day on the computer to edit all the reels, I don't sleep.
Yeah. It's impossible.
So it's impossible to be focused on the next show
Yeah.
because the next show happened like really quick.
Yeah. Sometimes you said like it's 2 in a day. It's crazy. So, and not only are you heading up all of the content and everything in the media, you're kind of in the middle of phasing out, but still actively working as the tour manager.
Mhm.
Also, what are some of the roles and responsibilities on top of all this content stuff too?
So basically, like I am at the show before he arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I set up also the turntable. So for example, I was setting the key, trying if the RMX is working, if everything is working in the booth. Like for example, he don't like to have some wind on him, no AC on him, so I have
Yeah.
to check everything with that.
Yeah.
Like we are recording, like for example, the full set, we have problem with the lasers, for example, with the haze, the smoke. So we have to care about all the production like around the show.
Wow.
But at the same times, I have to take care about he have the shuttle on time, he's wake up on time because he's doing a nap all the time before the show.
Mm.
Okay, so he's wake up on time, having the shuttle on time. He arrive just for playing because he don't like, for example, he don't like to stay and to party like 2 hours before the show.
Yeah.
And when the show starts, I switch my snapback from tour manager, waiting in the back, okay, to videographer.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's a lot of work because sometimes when something happen in the booth, I have to be like really reactive, like to manage it as quick as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And like we put a lot of people in the booth.
Yeah, bro.
The girl are going crazy right now. The
Yeah.
people are going crazy. All
Yeah.
want a selfie with him,
Yeah.
talk to him, but it's a show.
Yeah.
If the weekend, for example, is singing on the show, nobody is going on stage to ask him a selfie or to talk to him when he's singing.
Great point. Yeah.
Flow is the same. When he's performing,
Yeah.
he's performing. Like
Yeah.
he's not here to talk to someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the people like don't understand that, because like we are really friendly with all the people because it's part of the game.
Yeah.
But sometimes the people don't understand that.
Right. Right. Dude, I have to ask a basic question. How are you doing and how are you managing all of this? Because to think of wearing two hats that involve a lot of simultaneous, same time pressures, how are you, where's your capacity and your bandwidth to handle all of this? How are you doing it?
You have to manage your free time. It
Mhm.
means like when you are in the car, instead of to go on Instagram and checking the reels and everything, I don't spend time on Instagram. I'm managing with the team, with my girl who is in the back office. Okay, like we are working like this. So all the time we have like free in the car. I talk to him like maybe what you want to do for tonight. If you want to go to dinner, if you want to stay to sleep, if where tomorrow you want to go, maybe you want to visit a bit the city where we are,
Yeah.
So I take all the free time we have
Yeah.
to push it like at the limit and like no I've I can say that like to push it at the limit, like really like to optimize all the time we have.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like we can manage everything.
Right.
But now the team is going bigger and bigger. So I will let my snapback of the tour manager on the side
Yeah.
to be more focused on the social media,
Right.
to push it at the limit the social media like we did like this year. Because for example, this year we grow a lot on Instagram. We was viral like I think every week with a new video, with a new song. So yeah, we will try to push that at the limit.
Wow, great, man. Well, thank you for sharing everything to create some context and let everybody understand your experience, how you're very much on the front lines of understanding what it takes to succeed on social media, specifically to improve your DJ and producer career. Um, that being said, the first question I want to ask is when you do have the time to go on Instagram and see what's happening in the scene and everything, what's one of the biggest mistakes that you see DJs and producers doing right now across social media? Maybe it's a few different things, but are there any is there anything that stands out to you the most that you see across social media and you're kind of like, man, if only these guys did this, or they're doing too much of this and they do more of that, that they could have better results when it comes to social media?
For me, the
Mm,
biggest mistake they do is they don't post a lot.
they don't post a lot. Mm,
It's like if you go to training for the gym. Okay, if you want like to have a lot of muscle, you have to train every day,
yeah.
and not telling to yourself like, oh, today I'm tired, I don't want to do it. Okay, so if you want the best result as you can, you have to post every day, and not only on Instagram, not only on TikTok. You have to post everywhere.
Mm,
Like HUGEL say, it's like every day is a lottery ticket for free. Why you don't use it? Post a lot. Instagram have a different algorithm than TikTok. TikTok, you can post 10 video a day. It works.
mm.
Maybe if one is picked, you win. So why you don't post it?
And what would you say? Why do you think people are scared or don't post a lot? Um, what do you think is holding them back from doing that?
Because they want to look good. They want the party to look good.
Mm,
Okay. But the thing is like Instagram and TikTok like organic shit. So imagine you are a small DJ and you see a DJ like Google with all the production around. And when you do for yourself, you think, oh, I don't have enough people in the club. I don't have like the good light. I don't have the good camera. I don't have like this. That's not the solution. You just talk about problem. Okay. So
right.
find a solution,
Yeah.
post it. Just with a video with your phone, you can be viral on the internet.
Yeah.
Like not only in the DJ or music industry, you saw a lot of video going viral that are not professional camera recording.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not professional sound.
Yeah.
It's just an iPhone.
Mm,
So why you don't shoot it just with your iPhone? If you don't have the budget to pay like one or two videographer, why you don't ask your best friend to come and to record it with your phone?
right.
But don't be scared to post it after on the internet,
Yeah.
because maybe you don't know the booker of the club next see the video and say, oh, the guy have a good vibe. Why I don't book it? And you go like this, and you grow like this,
Right.
from a small club to a biggest and biggest club and biggest club. And after you do festival,
Yeah.
you see like a lot of video going viral about like crazy stuff what happened in club. Sometimes, most of the time, it's video with an iPhone.
Yeah. It's true.
So the thing is like kind of TV reality. But you need someone to record it, like a friend or a professional videographer.
Yeah. Man, something random just came up to me and I feel compelled to ask, what's your opinion on the popularity and trend of live streaming? And have you guys thought about integrating that or incorporating it into what Hugel's doing? Because I see stuff on YouTube like Justin Bieber has built this insane warehouse with like a
Yeah,
skate park ramp and a studio and like a live setup and then like couches where everybody's chilling and he's literally just streaming life while
yeah.
he's in this crazy creative hub. Have you guys thought about that and doing anything like it or
We are more thinking about doing something like more vlog,
mm,
but more not like a vlog, like something is script,
yeah,
because the people when they follow you and why your audience is they want to know you. Your fans want to know you. For sure, they already know all your song, and most of the show are the same.
Yeah.
But they want to know the person, the DJ, the guy behind, the turntable.
Yeah.
So doing something like this, for example, like you talk for Justin Bieber, is like sharing to the world what he like,
Yeah.
what he like to do. He did a skate park because he liked to do skate.
Yeah.
So the people like him because they are part of the thing,
Right.
So that's the thing. When you do a vlog, for example, you want like your audience jump in the vlog to know what is the life on tour, to know what is the life on a subject, and like this. We create like something different than the vlog, okay? For example, for us, we create something more deeper with the entourage episode,
Yes.
okay? We did
Saw
on
that.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Who just won the best documentary for the high residency in Los Angeles right now. 2 weeks ago, we win an award about the documentary.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So people want to know what is behind, what they have to think, okay? Because for them, they just arrive in the club or in the festival, and already is already here. All is already here.
Yeah.
So they want to know more of you,
Right.
That's why like Snapchat, for example, is different than Instagram. Because on Snapchat you post everything. On TikTok, you post like a lot and you can post every day like a lot of video. And on Instagram, like you can share, for example, your day. But it's more like something like professional, like
Yeah.
Instagram right now is your booking page, like
Yeah. It's like your resume.
yeah.
We're gonna go deeper into some of these social media platforms. One last question around the live streaming thing I want to ask is when you look at the different platforms to live stream on, like you got Twitch, um, TikTok Live is quite popular. I feel Instagram Live isn't as trendy right now. Of all of them, in the context of being a DJ and producer, if you had to decide, let's say, and choose one platform for HUGEL, for example, that you think would be best for live streaming, which one would you lean in towards and why?
So you have to understand something like when you do a real live,
Mm.
okay, like for example on TikTok, on YouTube, okay, you can only touch the people in your area. Because, for example, here we are in Bali.
Yes.
If tomorrow we do a live,
Yeah.
we will touch only the east side of the world. But if you are in Los Angeles, for you is I don't know what time it will be, but maybe we will not be in phase, with the time of the live.
True.
So that's why like most of the people and the DJ don't post a live on YouTube. So for example, yeah, Tomorrowland, Ultra Music Festival, they do it because it's a global event, you know?
Yeah.
But for a DJ, like we are traveling every day and stuff like this,
Yeah.
it's complicated to organize. Also, you have to know when you do a live, you need a console in the front of house, recording all the time. So the logistic is going bigger and bigger, It's
Yeah.
more difficult to organize
Right.
because you don't have to forget. We're traveling every day. We have already a lot of gear with us.
Yeah.
So we have to think about like what is the efficient like gear we can bring on tour.
Right.
Me, I'm all the time thinking what I take this, I take this. No, I can't take this because I don't have space in my bag. Okay. And I have already 2 bags of gear. Okay. So I have to take decision.
Yeah.
So when you do a live, like you are talking, you have to touch like the most people you can. But like no, everyone is not like at the same time looking the live.
Yeah.
It's a lot of spend for nothing. Maybe.
Mm.
That's why now a lot of DJ are recording the live,
Yeah.
they edit the live, and after they post it on YouTube.
Right.
Because after on YouTube, you can look it like when you want.
Mm.
If you miss the live on Twitch, you miss it. So for sure you can record the live and after have the video under, and see it after,
Yeah.
But it's not like the main platform. Let's be honest, the main platform right now is YouTube
Yeah.
for this kind of video.
True. True. Cool, man. So let's jump into this masterclass. The three platforms that I thought in my mind were most relevant to DJs and producers. Maybe there's one you want to add, but the three I thought to speak about was Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Yeah.
So I was curious if you could give us, let's say, like right now, I see everybody knows for DJs, drop cuts are the things to do in a carousel. Maybe put some images in between, something like this. What are some of the best practices for Instagram, in your opinion? And if you had to take a guess of what you think the next trendy thing for DJs may be on Instagram and content, like what would it be?
So for me, right now, it's three way to promote yourself on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can see like it's different strategy. With HUGEL, we have one strategy is like all the time the same. Okay, we have some girls in the booth. Okay, so we promote the party with beautiful girl in the booth. Okay, and we try to catch all the people with the first image in the video with a beautiful girl. Okay, why? Because if you are scrolling in your Instagram and you see a beautiful girl like a boy you are, you know maybe you will stop on the video and you will watch like I don't know the first 5 seconds,
Yeah.
and after you will stay on the video. Okay, that's how we catch our
Okay.
audience, and for sure also about the music. Okay, because it's IG, exclusive IG and stuff.
Yeah.
But for example, if you see like Adriatic, Anima, those kind of DJ, the strategy is different. They show on Instagram like big show, like a huge venue with a huge production, like this you can say, oh wow, it's amazing, it's a lot of people, they catch you like this
Yeah.
with like a beautiful like package.
Mm.
But in the end, it's the same because when I show a beautiful girl, I show also a beautiful package.
Yeah.
It's not just the same
Yeah. Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And after you can see also, I think on Instagram now is growing like DJ set, but not like from the club. They put a turntable with a lot of people behind, two camera in the front, okay, and they promote like the song like this about the DJ. They put like tons of people behind, and everyone is enjoying on the music.
Yeah.
And they do, like single shot of all the people, like to show to the people that are looking the video is like it's a good mood, to listen this music.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Okay.
I can add also something. You see like a lot on Instagram right now, DJ with just a laptop in a cool venue,
Yeah.
recording herself,
Yeah.
okay, to showing you what is the vibe in the car with the big back with a cool background. That's the thing. Like you can bring your audience in a mood,
Yes.
okay, because the people will stay on the video. That's how you can catch your audience.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So
That's
it's
4 different strategy.
yeah. Yeah. So it sounds like it's about having a unique hook, I guess you could call it, something that's high impact quickly
Yeah,
to catch them,
yeah.
and then
Because like now, for example, and I think it's the same for everyone, you eat the content every day. You
yeah,
eat it like too fast. It's like a fast food of
it's
content.
crazy.
When
Yeah.
you scroll, like you have like too many things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to find a way to catch the people is looking your video. Okay. So
Yeah.
try to find something. Okay. Because like, for example, with the good shot, with the key shot of the girl or the key shot about the good crowd, even if the music is not open, is not on your phone, you will stop on the video. Understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
You stop on the post.
For sure.
So that's the good. Like, I think now is the 4 way you can catch the most people in your Instagram. Like,
Yeah. Brilliant. And what would you say is best practice in terms of scheduling the frequency of post, time of day? Obviously, it's subjective to wherever you're located in the world, so the time will change. But just generally speaking, what do you think in this day and age, if you really want to gain some momentum and leverage the algorithms to be optimized and do their thing, what do you think is a good posting schedule
so
weekly
it will depend about the platform you are talking about.
for Instagram?
For Instagram,
Yeah.
like most of the time we are posting at night, okay,
Mm.
but not at night at 11. We try to post at 6 p.m. for example, because it's the time where the people are going out about the classic work. They do 9 to 5.
Yep.
They drive back home. The first thing you do when you arrive at home is like maybe you sit on the couch, taking like 10 minutes for you. You know, that's maybe the moment when you can catch them.
Right.
Okay, for the normal people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for Instagram, I think like it's around 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So it will depend like about where you did the show because for example we are here in Bali, but 1 week before we was in Miami. So you have to think about what is the time in Miami when we are here in Bali.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for example, if you are talking about right now, we are posting right now at midnight. Why? Because the time zone
It's
is good
12
for,
hours,
yeah,
exact opposite.
yeah.
Cool. And how many times per week do you think is good for a DJ and producer that again wants to gain some momentum on social media? Like how many times per week should they be posting? Of course, uh, uh, op- uh, optimally speaking, as often as possible. But let's say he has a videographer, he has one show a week. He doesn't mind doing some lifestyle content, but maybe he still has a job or
You have one show a week,
yeah,
but during your show, you don't play only one music.
right?
You play, I don't know, like for 2 hours, maybe 30 music.
Yeah.
So it means you have already 30 reels
Wow.
because you have like 30 music. And also in each music, you have like 2 drops.
Mm-hmm.
So it means like you can have like 2 reels of each music. Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, if you're telling me I have only one show a week, I don't have enough content to post during the next week, it's because you miss something. Okay.
Right.
You have to post like all what you play. Okay. What's your song you prefer? You as a DJ. Okay. And also thinking about what we can what can catch the audience, you know. But for Instagram, like for me, you can post like for example on Monday a carousel of the backstage picture of the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. On the Tuesday a reel. On Wednesday, like I don't know, you working for the next week
Yeah.
show, you know, on your music on your laptop.
Yeah.
Okay. On Thursday another reel. And on Friday you can show you are back on tour
Right.
and you have a full schedule.
Yeah, because it's like even if it's one show a week, which doesn't sound like a lot, like you said, there's 2 hours of music, 2 hours of opportunities for
Yes.
reels, and then it's everything else in your lifestyle
Yeah.
related to work.
Show your life with your friend.
Oh.
Show your life with your girlfriend if you have a girlfriend.
Mm.
Show you are going to party with your friend. Show what you like. If you go to the gym, if you make the people like interested in you, you know.
Yeah.
Because if you want like create like a fan base, they have to feel some. They have to find something in you. They feel the same
Yeah. Connection.
connection.
Yeah. Cool. I want to switch over to YouTube now. And this is a personal question because you guys do a really great job at creating tour vlogs. And I tried to do one myself. It's actually on my YouTube channel. You should go watch it. I'll put the link somewhere around here. And I was capturing, let's say, random bits of content wherever I was at. I would hire a videographer. He'd follow me to perform. I'd go in the hotel room, prepare a set. But it was really difficult for me to find this like through line storyline through the whole vlog. I had all of these random shows. And what I ended up doing was making one video of me just sitting at a desk at home and I was talking about my tour and then putting the different pieces in. And it turned out okay, but it's not exactly what I wanted. I felt like I was kind of forced to make this piece of content where I'm sitting at the table just talking about the tour. And I was watching your guys' tour vlog, and it literally is just so smooth how it goes from location to location, and there's still a consistent story going through. So I wondered if you could share a bit about your approach to creating a tour vlog, what your mindset is, and the types of content you're thinking to make when you land in a destination. And then also when you come to the end and you want to bring it all together, how are you meshing all of these shows together and making it seem like one consistent story?
So first thing you have to understand, we travel a lot.
Yeah,
Normal people can't travel like this.
right.
Okay, I take like 200 flights a year. Okay,
Crazy. Yeah.
so that means like I travel a lot, I discover a lot of new places.
Yeah.
But for example, you live in Bali. Los Angeles is far away from here.
Mm-hmm.
For locals from here, they don't know how is the life in Los Angeles. So what we do, for example, when we land in Los Angeles, we take 1 or 2 hours to going out of the hotel, even if we are tired, to create content, okay? To be part of the community of Los Angeles, but also to show to the world what we do. So sometimes we are really tired. We just want to go back to the hotel to sleep. What we do is like we set up like 30 minutes, 1 hour, and we go to a place to see a bit something, you know, to shoot something. So that's what we add in the vlog, okay? Because like this, people can travel with you,
Mhm.
okay? Because like I say, like nobody can pay like a lot of flight to come with you. It's impossible. Like
Yeah.
we're doing that for working.
Yeah.
If the people are working like have a normal work, they can't do that.
Right.
They go on vacation 1 time or 2 times a year.
Yeah.
We are kind of vacation every day because we're traveling every day. So what we do is like when we arrive in a city, we try to find a spot to shoot content, to meet people, to meet friends, you know, to do something. Okay,
Mm.
maybe you can meet like some singer, you can meet some DJs, local scene, you know, like doing something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something you have to organize for sure.
Mm.
Okay, and not just thinking, okay, I'm coming to Bali, I will play in this club or this festival, and I do nothing else.
Yeah.
You have to be like part of the locals.
I see.
Show to the people what we do,
Yeah.
and like this, the people will come more often on your vlog because they know all the time they come to see you vlog,
Yeah.
they're traveling with you.
Got it. Got it. I like that because I think about I had a show in Casablanca earlier this year, and I had the videographer came and we just shot, like I said, like 10 minutes in the hotel room talking on the balcony and then the performance. But really, I should have gotten outside, went to a cool food spot, connected with somebody I knew
Ask the
maybe.
promoter where's the cool shot where we can go,
Yeah.
and you do it.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
that's for the when we are on tour.
Mm.
Okay, and after for the vlogs, okay, to like have like a guideline, you know, on all the vlogs. What we try to do is like to, if we are in Asia, we do a vlog about Asia.
Mm.
If we are in Los Angeles, we're doing a vlog about Los Angeles and America, you know.
Yeah.
If we are, for example, for Miami Music Week, we're doing a vlog of Miami Music Week. If we are like in ADE, you do a vlog about ADE, you know. You have to be consistent about what you are talking about because
Yeah.
if you are in Bali and in the same vlog you are showing Los Angeles and after you are showing South America, for sure no link between the all the gig,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what we do. Like we try to find like a solution, like to put like all the stuff like together to do like vlog like we mean something.
Yeah.
And after for us, like we don't do like normal. We try. I explain you like to push the vlog into a documentary.
Yep.
Okay. So what we try to do right now is like to put like a subject of the vlog talking about something. The last time we was there with HUGEL, he was working on music, working on the album. Okay. So we show to the world what is like to stay with us, what does it mean for him to work on the album, what he's doing every day to be keep fresh in his mind, you
Hmm.
know, and what is like around this, you know, like the energy is in Bali is amazing.
Yes.
So we
For
talk about
sure.
that because that bring you like a good energy to work on your music.
Yeah.
And what you want is inspiration like a DJ producer.
Yes. Cool, cool. The other super relevant piece of content for YouTube, aside from a tour vlog, would be the DJ set. So I want to ask, what are a few key elements that you consistently make sure you do to get the best DJ set when you're creating something for Hugel? Is it camera angles? Is it the right girls? Is it making sure something doesn't happen, preventative measures? What are the key elements to making a great DJ set for YouTube?
You know, you as a DJ,
Mm.
when you come to a show, before at the hotel, you work on your show.
Hmm.
You select your track. Okay? For the video, it's the same. When you are talking about doing like a live
Yeah.
for YouTube, we are thinking about what will be the best venue to do it. Okay. And after that, we're checking on the internet how is the venue. We're going before to the venue to set up all the stuff. Why? Because we have we want to have time, you know, to find the best angle. Okay, you have to prepare your set. We have to prepare what we will shoot.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
think about all the elements.
Yeah.
When you are thinking about your acapella, okay, we are thinking about what is the best angle, thinking how we can rig all the camera. Okay, that's not something when you do it when you arrive. It's something you prepare it before,
Yeah.
and when you arrive at the venue, everything is set up and you know what you will do. It's a bit like you when you arrive for your show, you know what you will play. You know,
Yeah.
you know all your mechanic. You already trained about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for sure, it's a lot of training. You are not the best DJ of the world at the first show. Okay, so every time you're performing, your content is going better and better. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the same for us. You
Cool.
know,
Cool. And when it comes to posting schedule and frequency for YouTube, what in your mind and opinion is the best schedule and frequency for YouTube? Like how many per week, how many per month for long form specifically?
like if you play like 2 hour set, for example,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we think right now it's cool to post like one set every 2 weeks.
One set every 2 weeks.
But
Wow.
it's because we are super big.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a lot of requests about new things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, me, I personally think one a month is good.
Yeah.
Okay, because like this, you can see the where the music go. Okay, because like for sure you select some music. I don't know, the 1st December, and when you replay the 1st January, we change some music in your set. You know, so you can keep a date all the people that follow you into your new song. What is your new way and where you want to bring all the people? You know.
Yeah.
But for us right now, it's different. We post one every 2 weeks.
Wow. One set every two
Yeah.
weeks. So you have on average two DJ sets per month, and then for the vlogs, one per month or more than that, or what are you averaging for that?
Will depend.
Mm,
Like you have to know, like if you have like already like one videographer with you, it costs you a lot of money for depend the DJ you are, you know. But like most of the people that want to grow,
yeah,
they don't have like unlimited budget.
right.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Okay, so working on the vlog, working on the multicam, working on the picture, you know, it's a lot of work for the videographer. If you have the double snapback, like videographer, photographer, you know,
yeah,
okay. So most of the time in the venue, you have like a videographer or photographer. So you can already ask him like to help you.
yeah,
And after, if you bring your videographer, they can work like a teammate, you know. But the thing is like, if you want to do a vlog, a multicam, because like the thing you don't know is like for a multicam, for reels, it's the same setup for live on YouTube.
right.
That's the same.
Yeah,
You just change the angle. You shoot it vertical or shoot it horizontal. And I also know like people like they're doing like multicam horizontal, vertical, but they shoot everything horizontal. You know, so you can do a live look on everything.
yeah,
So it means, okay, you have to find a solution to show to the people the most you can. Okay,
yeah.
post all you have, like post all the reels,
Mm,
post all the video. Even if you post just a GoPro on your side in your DJ booth, and you don't have like a videographer with you, you know, you
yeah,
put people in the booth, 2 lights on the side that cost you nothing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
2 lights on the side, a good GoPro right now with the light is working, and you put people behind you and you record your set. You have you have the Pioneer app. You put it on your phone, and you can still record it. Or you
right.
can buy a recorder, put it on the record of the mixer, having the sound from the mixer and also the sound from the people screaming, and that brings more energy. Okay, so with uh, with no budget, you can do something.
Yeah,
It's just like to trust yourself, and you have to do it. Don't telling you like I'm not able to do it.
yeah,
A
yeah, yeah.
camera, an iPhone. Right now, an iPhone is super good camera.
They make movies on an iPhone.
Yes.
It's crazy.
So why we can't shoot on the DJ booth with that?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Cool. So we're averaging 1 to 2 DJ sets per month should
Yeah.
be a standard if you want to take YouTube
Yeah.
seriously. And then the vlog, should you say you should try to push for maybe one per month
Yeah,
or
one per month.
yeah. So it's about 3 pieces of long form content on YouTube is what you should
Yeah.
push for. Cool, cool.
But you have to understand the content you put on Instagram, TikTok is different than the content you post on YouTube and the vlog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the live set and the vlog. Okay, you have a lot of content on Instagram. It's really quick, and the vlog you post on YouTube is for already your fan base.
Yeah.
Okay, the live is like for the people that want to party at home
Yes.
before going to the show.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know, you clean your house and you put your live on the TV. You know, that's like this.
Yeah.
You watch the content.
The
You know,
vlog is more for like the real fans
yeah,
that really want to know
yeah.
and see you.
The
Cool.
vlog is more like for the people that want to understand who you are
Right.
and if they like can link with you. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. The last platform I wanted to discuss is TikTok. I have the worst toxic relationship with TikTok. We're together, we break up, we're together, we break up. It seems when you try to take Instagram content and repurpose it to TikTok, it doesn't usually perform too well. We can talk more about my pages later, but getting right down to it, what is your approach and mindset around TikTok? And I guess we could talk strategy first, and then if we could finish with talking about posting schedule and frequency also.
the first thing like you have to understand like the algorithm is not the same on every platform.
Mm,
Okay, so the algorithm on TikTok is not the same than Instagram and not the same than in YouTube. Okay, when you can only post one time a day on Instagram because about the algorithm, on TikTok you can post 10 video a day. Okay, the good thing with TikTok is like the algorithm can push you like more crazy than Instagram. So
mm,
for me, it's right now more easier to grow faster on TikTok than on Instagram.
mm.
Okay,
Yeah,
because the algorithm is better. But you have to know if a video is peaking on TikTok, maybe it will also work on Instagram.
I see.
Okay, so I will be honest with you. I don't post any video on the social media of HUGEL right now. Okay, I just give him the content.
Okay.
But what he do is like he posts tons of video on TikTok and he see which one is going crazy. And the one is going crazy, he posting on Instagram. And all the time is working. We don't know why, okay, but
Mm,
because the platform are not linked, okay. But it's working on one platform, it's working on another one.
mm,
So TikTok, if you want to grow right now, I think it's better, but also something different. Not just the algorithm. You know, the people looking TikTok are not the same of the people looking Instagram, and the people looking Instagram and TikTok are not the same as the people looking YouTube. For
true.
example,
Right.
the people on TikTok are more young than on Instagram. Okay, so for example, you can post a video about something like totally different about Gigi World. Okay, and you will see the comment, and you post the same video on Instagram, and like it's not the same audience watching, the comments will be very different.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, the youngest people go on TikTok, and the youngest people of today are the older of tomorrow.
True. Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe okay, if you post a lot of video and you go crazy on TikTok, one day those people will follow you on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and you make the link between the two platforms. Okay,
Yeah.
because they know most of the time on TikTok you post video. You can also post carousel with photo, you know, with picture and everything. But
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
most of the time you post video on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why after they switch to Instagram, and you can develop your Instagram. On TikTok, the good thing is like you can post like 10 video a day, and let's see which one will be crazy. So do it. Post one in the morning, post one at night. Like I explained you before, one show a week, 30 song,
Mm-hmm.
60 video. You have enough to do 1 week
Yeah.
of content.
Yeah, I like it. You're giving us hope and good energy to realize it's like a shift in perspective because I think one thing is that us as humans, we're naturally creatures of habit,
Mhm.
and I think there's a majority of DJs and producers that know Instagram is the place to be. And even for myself, it's hard to shift and put my focus on TikTok because we're so used to
Mm.
just being on Instagram. But you can see if you do things right and you document all that you're doing through the week, you really can have enough content to put on both platforms.
And be focused on yourself.
Mm,
Okay, be focused on your career. Okay, don't compare you to other DJs. Do your
mm,
stuff, post your stuff. Okay, because like I said before, if you are a young DJ and you compare yourself to
yeah,
a big DJ like HUGEL right now,
yeah,
okay, for sure you have less production.
yeah.
But it's not the key. The key is like you start with what you have,
Mm,
post it, post it, post it, and maybe one day you can reach like your money wise, okay, and you can go like crazy with your fee,
yeah,
and you can pay like tons of videographer working
yeah,
for you, and you'll
yeah,
be like very professional. Okay, but now with one show a week, you can create content, post it, develop yourself. Take your phone. You don't have enough content. You don't have show. Let's talk about something else.
mm,
You don't have gigs of the week on the weekend because you're a young DJ. Why you don't take your phone, your turntable, and you create content only with yourself?
yeah.
Why?
I used to do it. You can go back on my YouTube and see
With
it.
your
Yeah,
little controller.
yeah,
It's enough.
yeah,
You show your skills, you show your transition. That's okay. You
yeah.
can do it.
You have
And
to
you can
start
post like
somewhere.
this.
Yeah,
You don't even need like show to start. Just your phone, a tripod, like $15 on Amazon, you know. You put your phone on it, you record yourself. That's it.
yeah, yeah. It's true. You have to start somewhere. We all do. That all being said, bro, when it comes to TikTok and posting schedule and frequency for the average upcoming DJ, what do you think is a good commitment? Like how many days per week?
Like I told you, like try to post every day.
Wow, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And you can post one in the morning, one at night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you don't have tons of video. Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Post one in the morning. You woke up, you post one. It take you like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when you go back home, maybe you have a normal work, or maybe you are focused on your music during the day at the studio production before sleeping. Okay. Or at 7 p.m. before you go to eat. Take 10 minutes. Pick a video, put it on TikTok too. Okay. You can put like a text on the video. You can doing like a good sentence, under to try to catch the people. Okay. But do it.
And the other gem that I think you said there too, which could be a good takeaway for us to apply, is that prioritize TikTok and let TikTok, the success of your content on TikTok, direct what could be your next Instagram post.
Yeah, that can
Yeah,
fit.
yeah.
The thing is, like with the algorithm TikTok, you can post tons of video and you don't kill your reach.
Mm.
On Instagram, when you post one time a day, after it's done.
Yeah. If you post 10
If you post
times,
two video a day on Instagram, the second one disappear.
it's a risky behavior.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we try to find which one is the best, because like the audience in TikTok, if they like one on the one of the morning of the one at the night, maybe the on Instagram we work the same. No.
for sure. For sure. Um, Cool, man. So, still sticking on social media, I like to mention on the podcast from time to time, like, as much as I make podcasts, I don't consider myself or want to be the world's biggest podcaster. The reason I'm doing this is because I have a DJ and producer career that I'm pushing to success, and I like to sit with other people in the industry to learn from them to grow my own career. So I'm going to take a little vulnerable moment here and put myself on the line to be criticized. I want you to not hold back. And I want you to, I think you had some time before the episode to maybe look at my channels I had asked you. I wanted you to give me your feedback on the same three platforms that we've already discussed, starting with Instagram, going into YouTube, and then TikTok. If we could talk first about my Instagram page and what you see that I'm doing that's okay and positive, and where I could really improve to take things to the next level.
So first, I want to tell you, you're on Instagram, like you have different page. Okay.
Hmm.
So you have the post, the reels, the repost, and the identification, okay, on your Instagram page,
Yeah.
okay? So the first thing I can tell you about your Instagram page is like when you look first, is look very professional. That's cool, okay? That show to the people you are not like a beginner, okay? But that also kill the natural things,
Mm,
okay?
yeah.
Because like Instagram, we think like Instagram like understand when we post like very professional video and like organic video, something you just shoot with your phone, okay, stuff like this. So we try to mix a lot of content like this because if everything is too clear, you're not a store, you're not selling like clothes,
Yeah, true,
okay?
true. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like
So
merchandising.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So for sure, when the people arrive on your Instagram page, the page have to look good, okay? But you have to show to the people you are like everyone. You are
Mm,
just a guy like all the other one.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
So when I look your Instagram page, the first one is a lot about like for sure your DJ career and also a lot about your DJ podcast.
Yeah,
Okay. But your DJ career and your DJ podcast are separate. It's not
yeah,
the same thing.
yeah.
For sure, you can have a link between the both, okay? But it's something different. Maybe
Mhm.
the podcast will be crazy and your DJ career will stay like this. But maybe your DJ career will be crazy and like you will have not enough time to do your podcast.
Possible. Let's
You
see.
see?
Yeah.
So you have the two snapback right now.
Mm,
Me, if I was you, I was posting my life on the first page.
yeah,
And like you have a specific account for your podcast, okay? You can post it on the repost side. But I understand someone like you have like a big people coming for your podcast and you want to promote a lot. Okay. So that's also why you post it on your real page.
yeah.
But like you have to think about like what the people will think when they arrive at the first time on your page. Are you Brodinero the DJ or are you Brodinero the podcaster?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So think about that.
Mm,
Think about what you want to develop the most on your personal account. Okay.
yeah.
And that's also why I think you create the second account
Exactly.
at the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So for sure you can link the both, but like be aware about like you have to work about what you want to develop the most. You are a DJ. If you play like Afro house, maybe you like to go on the festival and like I don't know techno, but it's not the same music.
Hmm.
When you do your set, you will not post the techno shit on your page.
Right.
You will post your Afro house things.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, but that doesn't mean you don't like techno. But you'll be focused on something
yeah,
because your DJ career is Afro house.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah, for sure, for sure. Cool. Moving over to YouTube now. Could you give me some feedback on what you maybe have saw on?
Let's be honest, your podcast on YouTube is really good.
Yeah,
Okay, everything is very professional. The team is there; they are really like professional. So
yeah.
about the podcast, I have nothing to say. Okay, you know, you put like the music you did with Make the Girls Dance,
Hmm.
but you can also like put all the remix for free on YouTube,
Yeah,
and maybe the song will be crazy too. You know,
yeah.
so you have to find a solution like to spread like everything. You spread on
Hmm.
you spread your music, you spread your podcast. So spread your podcast on YouTube and also share your music because you are the DJ.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
So what I can tell you right now is like maybe post a bit more music.
Agree, agree.
Do a remix. You can do like a remix a week. Easy.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
think you can do a
possible.
remix a week,
Yeah,
and every week you post it,
yeah,
and maybe like you play it for sure on your set on the week
yeah,
on the weekend.
yeah,
Okay. Maybe we will pick. Okay. You try it all the time. Okay. That's what all the DJ do. They're producing music during the week. They try it on the show. They post it and they show if the people connect with the music or not. So you can use all the platform, TikTok, Instagram, and also YouTube. if you see like the music is going crazy on TikTok, why you don't post also the music, the remix? For sure, it will be not an official remix. Post it on YouTube,
But it's still content, and yeah,
and you just have to put like a picture. You just put the music, and you don't have to create like a crazy content about the music. It's not a video clip,
for
but maybe you
sure.
can share like more music.
Yeah. And so, last but not least, TikTok. Tell me what I need to hear.
I think you do the same mistake on every platform.
Yeah.
TikTok is the same. You post only your podcast thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Hmm.
have some show.
Yeah.
Okay. Post your show.
Hmm.
Post your reel. Okay. Record it and post it. And you can mix like between the both.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you have only one TikTok page right now. So show to the people all the content you create to connect with you. Because maybe they will know you from the TikTok side,
Yeah.
from the Instagram side. Okay. They will link like this. But also maybe they will connect to you with the podcast or the DJ set,
Hmm.
you know? And maybe, I don't know, like in the club tonight where you will play, it will be like a young guy in the back looking you. Okay. He's like, oh, maybe I want to be a DJ. Okay. He's like, who is this guy playing? Check you on your Instagram, he check you on YouTube, he check you on TikTok,
Yeah.
and he find your podcast. He's like, oh, he's talking with famous DJ or people about the industry of the music industry. Like, I can learn a lot. And the guy will bring you like an audience like this. And 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1
That's it.
make fans,
Yeah.
make like your big audience. So think about like share to other people like all what you create. Now it's easy to create content. You have no excuse.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
No excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like, well, yeah, I don't have the good videographer. I don't have the good videographer. I
Yeah.
don't have the best one. Shit. It's shit.
Yeah.
Take your phone,
You got an
take your
iPhone.
GoPro, take the camera of your father, even if it's old one, like make a old movie style.
Like vintage.
You
Yeah.
can create everything.
Yeah. Nice, man. Love it, bro. Cool, man. As we come to the end of the discussion, I sit back and I observe everything you've accomplished, bro. You've had a long career that's thriving right now. You're running around the world with a great team, and like I said, arguably one of the biggest electronic music artists right now. When you think about where you're at professionally and the goals you've accomplished and everything you've done so far, what's one thing you personally haven't achieved yet that you really want to do in your life? Could be personal or it could be work related. And what is what is it going to take for you to achieve that goal?
So basically, when I start to do photography and videography in the club,
Mm,
I was like fans of photographer like Grudger, okay, videographer like Final Kid, okay, back at the time. And
yeah.
I was like, maybe I can go in the team like this,
Mm,
working with like people like this, traveling around the world, doing all the festival like this.
yeah.
Okay. Let's be honest. Now I'm working with one of the biggest DJ in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not traveling. I'm not traveling like all around the world for what happened on the side, the girls, the lifestyle. This I doesn't care. Okay. Me, what I really like you are a DJ, you like to jing. And me, I'm a videographer. I like to capture like good video.
Mm,
So now my next goal or achievement like is like if HUGEL is like this right now on the social network, big like this, it's a personal accomplishment, you know?
mm,
So me, I don't want to be in front of the camera. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not like for sure I have followers on Instagram, but it's just because I'm in Instagram since a long time,
yeah. Yeah.
and I know a lot of people,
Yeah.
you know, but I don't want to be in the front. Okay, me, I
Okay.
just like in the back, in the shadow,
Yeah.
doing my work, and the next goal I don't know because like we don't know what will be like the next platform,
Mm,
the next things. Okay,
mm.
for sure we are working on some stuff
Yeah.
in the
Some
back.
stuff. Yeah.
We can't talk right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but like with the entourage episode on YouTube, we try to push away the normal vlog into a
Mm,
documentary.
cool.
Okay, that works. Okay, so for me, I don't know. Like, let's see. Let's see what will be like the next few years.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. But we are in the good way. Okay. We know what we do is working.
Yeah,
Okay. We have to be aware about what happened around you.
yeah.
Because, like, for sure, maybe a new guy is coming. He brings nothing on the table. He brings something new on the table. And you have to know, like, you have to keep update all the time
Mm,
what will be new. Okay. And, like, that's why I'm in the industry since 20 years. Because at the beginning, the multicam doesn't exist. Okay. That
yeah,
was only TV. Multicam is from TV.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we bring that on every show. So you have to keep like update about what will be like in the next few years. Maybe a new social media. Like everything evolve like quick. So I don't know. Let's see.
Cool, cool. I like it, man. All positive. Well, bro, I want to take a moment to acknowledge you. I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Like I said, I'll never truly know how intense and exhausting your work is, but just observing, I know some sense of it, how demanding it is. So the fact that you can show up here, have a good conversation, still have this positive energy and aura to you, man, it's amazing. And I
You
wish
have
you
the
well.
chance. We have like 3 days off.
Yeah, I true.
It's
So I caught
amazing.
I caught you at a good time. Nice, man. Well, again, thank you for doing this. More power and
Thank you.
success into the next year. And yeah, great stuff, man. Thank
Keep
you.
working.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you doing? So much value. 10x your career with these content media strategies. We'll see you soon. Much love.